Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from VitalCoaching.com. We are talking about waking up your power, and the topic for this video is no expectations. I mean, why is this one important? What happens when you have no expectations? Well, it means that whatever happens, you can be happy with it. That's a very simple way of putting it. When you have very high expectations, very often it can make your life very miserable. Why? Because no matter how hard you try or no matter how much action you take, you never totally reach your goals, and not reaching your goals is annoying, it's frustrating, and sometimes you really you get exhausted trying to reach a target which is simply too high or too distant or too far away. I saw this program recently, I think it was on 60 Minutes, and they were talking about Danish people. Why Danish people? Because in terms of level of happiness overall, for all the countries on the planet, they score the highest. And the program went over there checking why is it that Danish people are so happy. And in fact, what they discovered is that apparently they are quite satisfied people. They seem to be happy with what they have, and the level of expectation is not too high. It's very different than, for instance, in the US or other countries in the Western world. Sometimes, at least in the US, I think that the level of expectation is very high, right? You have lots of lots of expectations, lots of desires, need, lots of goals that you want to reach. And lots of people don't reach those goals. They try to have a successful business, for instance, and fail a couple of times, and therefore they end up very dissatisfied with themselves. And most of the times what you can do is simply simplify your life, focus on targets which are much easier to reach, and then obviously your level of happiness goes up because you did reach your targets and you're happy with yourself. So again, to come back to this example of Danish people, and I think that there are other countries on this planet that share literally the same kind of mindset, it is simply to be content and satisfied with what you have on a general level. This goes also with being grateful on a daily basis, right? Being grateful for what you have rather than unhappy about what you don't have. And that's another way of putting it. So to summarize, no expectations, that's a very simple way to be happy in life, to be satisfied. I can give you some other examples. For instance, when you go to a social event, you have very high expectations, you want to meet people, you want this to be an incredible event. Well, sometimes you're not going to get all these expectations met. So you can simplify again. You can go with expecting nothing. You just go there, you think, it might be fun, it might be not. If it's not, I just go and go somewhere else. Okay, that's one way of looking at it. Another example, for instance, if you go on holiday somewhere, very often when you are very perfectionist and expect a lot from this 1 week holiday in this very special resort, you will always find things which don't match the idea that you had about this ideal 1 week in paradise. So you can lower your expectations, you can look at it and think, whatever happens over there, I decide to be happy with it. So you lower your expectations, you have actually no expectations, you simply go there and decide to enjoy whatever you are going to see there. Okay, that's another example to where you can apply this strategy, no expectations. Another one has to do also with, for instance, relationships, right? When you have a partner, boyfriend or girlfriend or wife or husband, and you expect a lot from the relationship, really a lot, you put lots of pressure on yourself and your couple, and then eventually it ends up sometimes creating tension, it ends up creating fights and arguments because you never totally reach your goal. A way of dropping that and dropping the conflicts, dropping the tension is to simply be happy on a daily basis with what you have. And this again has to do with being grateful and lowering your level of expectations. That's a very simple one, right? That you can apply in so many situations in life. And I'm not saying that you have to give up your goals or your targets and have no ambitions, of course not. But you can play with both cards and decide to use the right mindset at the right time. Okay, take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.